हरिओम, नमस्कार। आप सभी का हार्दिक स्वागत। We would like to welcome you all on behalf of Independent Research Ethics Society in our webinar on fish. Fish is the food for coastal regions generally. What I have observed, our speaker will say actually what is the condition. Then also we have our unique webinar on World Fisheries Day, fish medicinal use. In 50% of the world, in coastal area, particularly fish is the main food. They are brilliant and other specific attributes and qualities are available to fish eater experts. So today I welcome Dr. Sakat Kumar Basu, Dr. Suparna ji for his valuable comments, as well as Dr. Professor V.K. Agnihotri sir and Professor Nishant Shukla ji for his blessings every day. Thank you. Before wasting the time, I would like to invite Professor V.K. Agnihotri sir. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Professor Pawan Sharma ji. Thank you so much. Now we are again here to welcome our next speakers of new webinar topic the fish, its medicinal uses, numbering 1917. So I welcome Dr. Sakat Kumar Basu ji as well as Dr. Suparna Sandan Mukherjee ji, our guest speakers of this new webinar. Definitely, as we all know that on one hand, fish is very good to see. Moving these fishes are so good that most of the small kids are very crazy to see these small fishes in the aquarium. So they pleased to see and they enjoy that how they are floating, how they are swimming, and having so many colors and all that. And of course in Ganges, it's almost a good tradition to give this wheat flour pills to fishes as their say nutrition, as their portion, uh, bound with some spiritual understanding, and it may be understanding or myth, whatever, that to give this pills of made by hand, chanting with Ram Ram, etc., leads a very good peaceful status of mind. Of course, seeing angels and giving something edible to the fishes. But on the other hand, these fishes are also used taking away their life as medicine or as food, having a good combination of our food ingredients in the form of protein, fat, carbohydrates, mineral, water, etc. So our approach is that how medicinal useful these fishes are. While we know we have got certain restrictions, like chilchim fish is not be consumed with the milk. It is contraindicated. So there is a lot of knowledge on this issue, but our great guest speakers are here to pour their knowledge and to share their experiences, especially pertaining to the fishes and their life as well as their medicinal value. So with no delay, I would like to invite to start with ladies, Dr. Suparna Sanal Mukherjee ji on this topic to please uh, present your distinguished approach and knowledgeable thoughts regarding the fish as well as their medicinal value. So I welcome both of you and invite Dr. Suparna Sanal Mukherjee ji for this topic. Namaskar, ma'am.
Namaskar. Very good evening to you all. It is a very interesting topic that medicinal values and uses of the fishes. So basically, Bengali people are very keen to the fishes. Every day in our diet chart, there is a fishes. So we like to fish and we like to eat the fish every day, every time. That means the in lunch and dinner, we always take the fish. So why we are taking the fish? What is the benefit of that? It is very interesting and important. Basically, fish and fishes are an important overlooked food source for many people. In all over the world, we can get the fishes. There are dozens of varieties of fishes with a variety of flavors and cooking style to suit any taste, especially. So, in case of that, the fish is a great alternative to eating, and in case of the meat, we can take the fishes. Potentially provide a broad range of health benefits, from heart health to improve symptoms of depressions. In that cases, there is a fabulous fat which is also very rich in the fishes, like the omega 3 is, and which can very important for our daily diet system. If we can take the fishes which may be the oily fishes, the she fishes, then the fatty fishes are best sources of 2 to 3 most important, and it is also carrying this EPA and DHA, which is also considered the good fat, unlike the bad saturated fats in meat. So in that cases, so basically, if we can take the red meat, it is very dangerous for the heart, brain, lungs, and this livers, stomach dysfunctioning. But if you take the fish, it is very good for the heart, brain, lungs, and circulations. Like high doses can help slow, plaques build up, and then especially the blockage in the heart there should not be any blockage in the heart if you can take the fishes regularly, and also the lower some types of fat in the your blood, and lean fish like the cod, catfish, and mahi have less fat in their tissues, so they impact less fatty acids. In that case, yeah, we have seen the Hilsha Ilisha, Rohia Lobita, then Katla Katla. These are all the benefited fishes every day's lunch and dinner style. And this Hilsha Ilisha, it is a seasonal basis fishes which come from the Mexico. They are coming from the Mexico and they are coming to the Ganges basin for laying eggs. And when they return back, we used to catch them and we used to eat it. So that's why it is very important. So we should not eat. And there is a seasonal effect. After Durga Puja, we don't take any fishes, especially the hilsa ilisa, we don't take it because when they're returning back, so there is a less fatty acid and less phosphorus is present in that cases. So health benefits, basically vitamins, minerals, and fatty acids in fish can provide significant health benefit. The vitamin B12 found in fish is crucial for the growth of healthy red blood cells, especially DNA reproduction and nerve function. Consuming enough vitamin B12 is linked to a lower risk of dementia and heart diseases. A lack of vitamin B12 is also connected to problems like the chronic fatigue and anemia. Other health benefits of fish also includes various types of, protein, vitamins, minerals, phosphorus, magnesium. All the benefits we can get it from these fishes. Especially the sea fishes will help you for the kinds of the phosphorus, develop your magnesium level, then phosphorus level, sodium potassium level, all can control. If you have the any dietary system malfunction of your digestion, if you can take, if you have suffering from this loose motion and diarrhea type of and also the liver function. The if you have the the diabetic type, and that in that cases, if you are suffering from the less liver function, so it can encourage and enhance the most benefited system of your digestion. They can develop the digestion system also. And these three fatty acids, especially the omega 3 fatty acid, has been connected to an accelerated brain aging, including symptoms like memory loss and cognitive impairment. In fact, these low levels of omega fatty acids have been linked to the brain shrinkage during aging. So we have seen, and it is fact that our brains, there is a skull. We have the 10 parts. We always feel, not only feel, it is fact that, and it is Ramayana, it has been mentioned that the Ravana had the 10 heads. The 10 heads, basically the depiction, the 10 heads parts, it is also present in our brain, like the frontal lobe, two parietal lobes, two occipital lobe, then temporal lobe, then all the parts which has been conjured. There is a joining the parts in our brain. So that's why the 10 parts are there. So it was the imagination. And this, the fishes, so there's the omega 3 fishes, which is very good for the, so they can develop the suture connection. That means when we are getting old age, that time our memory loss. Always we have seen the old ages persons, their memory getting lost. They can forget. If you can say something, they will forget. But if you can take the fish's everyday diet, the suture would not be disappear, and suture will be the active, and they will give you the benefit for remembering, and the remembering of anything like the your long term and short term brain will function very nicely. And more parts of the species, like risk of the depression, if you can, mental health can also benefit from omega fatty acids. Omega 3 fatty acids have been firmly linked to a reduction in symptoms of depression. Omega fatty acids have been associated with the increased effectiveness of some antidepressant medications, possibly because these fats help your brain function more efficiently. And fish are great source of protein, which is critical to maintain the healthy muscles, organs, and the blood vessels. Protein helps support the cell division, hair growth, and even hormones stimulating. This is the signaling system of the hormone connection. Your pituitary body will be benefited through this feces. It's used by every system of the body in one way or the another. The fish is also rich in iodine, which is a vital mineral that the body can't produce on its own. Iodine is important to the function of our thyroid system. If we are suffering from this thyroid, the thyroid person and a patient should take the fish every day, which controls things like this, your appetite and immune system. Fishes general are also a good source of nutrients like vitamin D, vitamin B12, iron, phosphorus, niacin. So everything you will get in the fishes. And in that, you also can find that this, depending on the species, fish can have the varying levels of nutrients. The most significant difference is the fat content, like the species like salmon and the tuna are considered fatty, white cod and the catfish are lean. So this leads to variation in the calories which you are taking every day. A standard three types of sources and serving the bacteria contain the calories like 173 calories. You will get the per piece of the feces. Like 100 gram you have the calorie system. Some protein 20 grams, you will get the fat 10 grams. So these are the best way to get the feces and to strengthen your nutrition and your health benefit through this feces. And this medicinal value is also mentioning in the the like the Sushruta, that's the who was the father of the surgery. He has also specific classify the species and mention in the our Vishnu Puran and the Upanishad also, the people those who started living just beside of this any river basin, they started fishes to take their very nutrients and nutritional aspects, and these are very important for the each and every individual. So fishes also is a very good sign. In case of the Bengali marriage, we also offered fishes, because whenever we can get the fishes, if you when the a new bride enter into the home, they have to look after, they will cook the fish first, because the fishes are emblazing that the good sign, the good result, good good system, and fish is the very good sign of the Bengali culture. Not only the Bengali, I have seen in the different cultures in the travel life also, they are also taking fishes, and fish there is very rich sources of protein. That's why they know, though they don't have the any scientific acumen, but which is available and which is very plenty in the sources, natural resources, so they can take the fishes for their benefit. So in that specific way, we can take the fishes for this betterment of our life and the betterment of our health, nutrition, protein, vitamins, mineral constants, and health benefit. Though it is a very interesting that Ayush is also taking and celebrating this medicinal values of the fishes, which is a very new and very significant topic on this today's webinar. So Ayush has the also the medicinal value and the medicinal aspect for these fishes, and they can also use this fishes for the species skeleton, this fishes skins when it has been dried out, and that they can also use in the medicinal purposes. So that's why we can say that the fishes are the very important and very significant diet system, which can give us the more origination, more strength, more benefit, and we can feel free ourselves for this the suffering from any kinds of ailment. And the wild fish itself is typically healthy for your diet system and your health. It's important to check where the fishes you eat and from where you are getting it. Many ocean cut these fishes are high in the mercury, which can be the toxic in large quantities. These fish are stored in the mercury found in their own diets, so in their fats. So which will be the build of your the overtime, because you have to be look into the if the mercury level is very high, it sometimes it's also giving you the bad impact. So that's why the choosing of the fishes is very important. And the frame fish is also low fat and more likely to be low in mercury, while albumin and this marked as in high mercury, and the considered safe to consume up in the 12 ounce in the low mercury fish weekly, and up to 6 ounce of unknown fish weekly. So these are the benefit you can get it. And the preparation is also very interesting, how you will prepare these fishes, because the all things are chemistry oriented, because another one fish is also we are taking the, especially the Bangladesh people are taking which is called as the I know the Bengali term, I don't know the English term, the shutki fishes, which is the very dangerous smell, and you cannot take it as way, but it is the very good in nutritional value. But they are habituating, they can take it, they can cook it, but we cannot. So how you make it tasty and food value can increase and develop through this tasty orientation. So this in this way we can say that the fees are very good, and the our socio-cultural aspect, socio-economic aspect is also very good. Sometimes we have get the very big pieces from the river basin and this river side, and it is also getting more benefited. It is the market price is very high, so that the fishes are very important for our daily livelihood sustenance. So maintain the sustainability goal of 4. So it is very important to have the fishes and develop the fish culture, PC culture, which is very important and which is can bounce you in the economic benefit. So in especially in the socio-cultural, socio-economic and socio-religious, socio-political aspect, fishes is very important for our day-to-day life. So we needed the daily livelihood sustenance, at the same time the medicinal value too. So we can emphasize the fish culture and the pisciculture, which is very important, and which is also have a courses about how you can develop the fishes and how you can treat it, and how much and the facilities which we can get it from the fishes. It is also getting the study orientation, and there is a degree courses also started, so which is the benefit for all. Thank you very much. And the AYUSH platform has given me such an opportunity to say something on this fishes and its medicinal value. I really thankful to the AYUSH culture and AYUSH system. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much, madam. जी अग्निहोत्री सर.
जी बहुत अच्छा, बहुत ही अच्छा बताया आपने. स्पेशली फिशेस कंटेनिंग ओमेगा 3, दिस इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर द लाइफ ऑफ द हेल्दी पर्सन. And also you talked about the higher presence of mercury in other countries' fishes. That is also an alarming, that one should be careful that for selecting the special fish. Of course, cod liver eye is very, very important and acceptable thing for everybody's life, especially in the very early time when the vitamin A deficiency may occur. So we usually give cod liver oil preparation in the form of vitamin A. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for such a great information and giving some knowledge about the fishes. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Sagat Kumar Basuji for his presentation regarding the fishes, their life, their importance for the human being as far as its food and medicinal uses are concerned. So I invite Dr. Sagat Kumar Basuji. Namaskar.
Thank you. Thank you, Sharma ji. Thank you, Agnihotri ji. Asking about fish from a Bengali is a danger because fish and Bengali are inseparably united. Madam has already provided a very detailed, very, very detailed medicinal aspects of the fishes. I will rather divide it into 3 distinct parts, like why fishes are important. First is fishes are important for ecological health. Whether fishes in our freshwater ecosystems or whether our marine fishes, they are an integral part of the recycling of nutrients. All these carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, all these elements, and phosphorus, all these elements which are trapped in our nature in various manifestations and forms are recycled through a process called the biogeochemical cycles. And fishes play a very active role both in freshwater as well as in aquatic ecosystems in helping this balancing these nutrients. So the fish droppings or the excretory materials of the fishes that drop at the river bottom or at the ocean are source of food for a number of other living organisms. And at the same time, through their poops or through their excretory materials, they recycle nutrients, particularly in the environment. So without then ecosystems will be greatly impacted, and they are very important what you call top level predator in this system, and they help in balancing our ecosystem. So this is very, very, fishes are indicators of good ecological health. If you have adequate number of diverse fish species either in your freshwater bodies or in the ocean, this is a very good indicator of the oceanic health or the health of the pond. And also there are various different species of fishes which live at various depth of the water. whether they are freshwater or they are marine, they occupy various different depths. Some are surface feeders, some are intermediate feeders. Some fishes survive at the bottom of the ocean. Some fishes survive at the bottom of the river. Some survive by digging holes and surviving underneath the ponds. There are some fishes called lungfishes which are found in some parts of Australia, Africa, which are considered as living fossils. These fishes show an unique ability. When the water recedes and there is no water, the fish transfers into a semi-dead state and they live underneath the soil. So they will go below the water bottom, and go beneath the sand, go beneath the soil and survive there. And once rain comes back and the water, the area is flooded back, they get back into their living forms. Similar strange situations is seen in the Arctic seas and Antarctic seas. There are various species of fishes there has been identified which have antifreeze proteins within their bloodstreams in this extreme freezing water, which will not allow living organisms to thrive. Not many living organisms could thrive there, but they will freeze during the winter and they will come back into life after, as soon as the temperature gets back. Is because how they would survive. They have this antifreeze which proteins within their blood which help them even during that freezing state for them to survive. And some, as we also know, that there is this physical phenomenon of anomalous expansion of water. So if as the temperature falls on the surface and the top of the lake freezes, but if you go below a certain height under this frozen ice, the water is warmer and fishes thrive and survive there. Ice fishing is very common in cold countries, including in Canada, which I have also enjoyed a lot, where you can go and make a hole in the frozen river bottom or lake, and then through this you can drop your fishing line and you can catch and enjoy fishes. One could be so astonished to see that how many fishes survive under the tons of snow that has accumulated on the surface. So this part is very, very important with respect to ecology as well as economy. Fishes constitute a big part of our economy and industry. A huge number of products, whether they are cosmetic products, medicines, capsules, various kinds of oils, etc., are all made from fishes. And as Madam has already mentioned about omega-3 fatty acid, that fish oil is considered to be very, very good for health. And it is consumed even as a tablet. We know about cod liver oil in countries like Canada and USA. Over the counter, you can buy one full package. It's around $40 to $50, quite expensive. You have 40 capsules, which has rich oil inside there. In these countries, sometimes because you do not get enough sunlight, so cod oil is also asked for people to consume to deal with their vitamin D deficiency. So it's very important in colder countries. If you look into the diets of Eskimo, they will eat a lot of frozen fishes. During summer, they catch a lot of fishes, they process them, they remove the guts and other perishable parts of the fish, and they retain the fish meat by drying or smoking them. And during the freezing winter, the fishes are an important source of their diet and their protein. And the Eskimos has done this for hundreds and thousands of years. And you will see that strangely, research that has been conducted, they have very little incidence of stroke and other related disorders in them. Similar is Japanese. Japanese consume a particular kind of food which is called sushi. Those who do not like sushi, like me, will just vomit if you are given a real taste of sushi, because it is like rice is cooked or semi-cooked rice, and then they will embed half-rotten fish inside those rice and leave them for a few months for the fish to ferment and rot within that rice, and then they will take those fish out. They will so make them thin, very, very thin slices, and this will be eaten by different sauces and stuff. It's almost raw or semi-raw, and it's fermented. The smell is unbearable, but Japanese people has been eating them for a long, long time, and they are also dependent very much on marine fishes or sea fishes rather than freshwater fishes. Research has indicated for the Japanese diet, there is very little incidences of heart attacks and strokes for those who follow the traditional Japanese diet. Not every Japanese in this modern time follow the strong Japanese diet based on fishes, semi-raw, semi-cooked, partially cooked, or partially or completely fermented fishes. But those who follow traditional Japanese food, those who follow traditional Eskimo food, which are very rich in raw fishes, they have been found that there is less incidences of heart attacks and strokes in those patients. So definitely this helpful cholesterols present in them, the beneficial cholesterols, omega-3 fatty acids, and other essential components, rich sources, various large number of vitamins and minerals, rich source of calcium and phosphorus, very good for the growth of bones and our internal structures. Liver, kidney has been a very, very good diet part, and it's very, very medicinal. Other than this, there is fishes now are now being used for psychological health. Agnihotri ji maintained that it is, like if you have an aquarium and you have colored fishes playing in this aquarium, it's a beautiful sight. Now, recent research in psychology has indicated that fishes are capable of reducing your stress level. So, if you will go in major hospitals in North America or business centers in North America, you will see that gigantic, huge aquariums. They can have freshwater fishes. They can have colored marine fishes. These aquariums are maintained by professional people. They're expensive, but they have lovely concentration of various colored fishes continuously moving from one side of the aquarium to the other. It is said that in children hospital, in case where senior citizens are undergoing um, uh, various kinds of treatments, cancer patients and stuff, they all come to the hospital with a very anxious mind. What is going to happen today? What is my parameters going to be? Am I going to live or continue for long? So fish therapy, particularly these beautiful colored fishes flying inside the aquarium, moving from one part to another, has been found to have a very strong soothing effect in reducing blood pressure, in reducing the level of stress, in increasing the amount of antioxidants, and also the ability to have good phagocytes to fight diseases and other stuff. So these has indicated very significantly that fishes, particularly in aquarium, particularly for children and senior citizens, have very, very significant impact in improving their mental health quality when they're coming to the hospital. So it has been now made compulsory in major hospitals across North America in having very beautiful, professionally maintained large aquarium tanks with tons of fishes of various colors, shapes, different species moving around. And they said that it has very, very strong positive impact on the mind of particularly patients. I mean, it is good to have it in your house, like even if you are having a little bit of checking while looking into the aquarium, it takes away your stress. If you are preparing for your exam or you are writing for a long time or you are concentrating on something for a long time, looking at fishes help you to reduce your stress. Even for those who go for fishing, it has been considered to be a very good hobby, in the sense that by looking fishes plying into the water, coming close, or while you are seeing fishes feeding in the water in the riverine system or in the lakes or ponds, also have a very strong soothing effect. So anglers have been found to have less chances of heart attacks, less chances of strokes in them. All these has been very new researches that have been coming out in psychology, and they have been I mean, with double blind studies, controls have been made so that we can compare one group that are exposed to fishes to other that are not exposed to fishes. These are very important part. And then as people are exploring new and new environment, fishes from dark caves, like in Mexico and Africa and many other countries, there are caves which are under chamber water bodies, and there are fishes that there has been collected from them. And it is strange to see that fishes have no eyes. These fishes have left in dark for such a long time, for hundreds and thousands, possibly million years of evolution. They have completely lost their eyesight. They do not. They have only vestigial eyes, which means that there are traces of eye-like structure on their body, but these fish move from one place to another within this dark, complete dark environment, and they live their entire life in that dark environment, but they're extremely sensitive to changes in the water current. So anytime if there is an insect that drops into the water, the slight variation in the water current is detected by those fishes, and they will immediately come and grab those insects, and they are extremely good hunters. It has been found that when they have been taken out and has been placed in lighted aquariums, these species stop eating. they do not breed properly, and they actually die. So they have been specialized in those environment. The other has been there has been some fishes discovered which has crystal clear skeleton. So these species, I cannot remember the name right now, but you could look at the fish and you could see the heart is beating. You could see the lungs, the liver, the kidneys. These transparent species of fishes are now being used and investigated in particularly in very much in various medicinal research to show the impact of various drugs. So you if you can impact a drug and see how the heart and liver could impact just by looking from outside, even before dissecting it, it helps a lot in the drug development process. And zebra fishes and various other fish species are extensively used in nowadays in genetic research, in biotechnological research, where new genes are inserted into these fish to see whether they are bringing out the modifications that we are looking for in genetic transfer experiments and stuff. It is not always advisable, like, to do this on monkeys and other higher mammals, because there is ethical issues and stuff. But these fishes, zebra fishes, are extensively used now for various kinds. Cichlids and other fishes are extensively used in various genetic experiment, crossing experiment, gene transfer experiment, and experiments in biotechnology to see how genetic engineering is improving a one particular character, or if there is a drug modification, or if you could increase the immune responses, or if you could increase the allergy responses and stuff. Those experiments which used to be done on rabbits, rats, and stuff are now also extensively being done on fishes. So fish, socially, culturally, as Mashan has mentioned, as well as medically and pharmaceutically, is now being extensively used in various purposes. But at the same time, due to the overexploitation of the fishes in both our freshwater system and particularly in our marine system, their numbers are depleting. Many species are almost close to extinction, and many species have almost they are vanished from our ecosystem. So this is not good, because fish are good indicators of our ecological health. If the fishes don't survive, we are also not going to survive, because our aquatic system and the marine ecosystems are also not going to survive, because they help in maintenance and the circulation of all the important chemicals through the biogeochemical cycle. So in this way, fishes are an integral part of our human society, and medicinally, socioculturally, biologically, ecologically, and economically, they are so deeply integrated with our life that we simply could not ignore them. And this is not just a case of our country, it's a global phenomenon. Fishes, as it is said, that from an anthropological perspective too, when during the times of hunter gatherer, humans have successfully survived because of their ability to catch fishes. It was not very easy for them to go and hunt big mammals or big animals during those times, but they were able to survive also by surviving by eating bone marrows of other dead body or carcasses of animals hunted by the predators during that time, and also by hunting successfully hunting fishes in our ancient times. So our ancestors have survived a lot due to the fishes, and many archaeological sites have shown that in addition to animal bones, there are lots of examples of fish bones left in fossilized form, showing that humans' association and integration with fishes, whether they are making ornaments, whether they are using as a part of tools, or whether they are just consuming it, has been a historical part of our life from time immemorial. Thank you very much. It has always been a pleasure to be a part of your platform, and thank you one more time to be a part of.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Basuji. You have told a lot of good things regarding the fishes, about the fishes. And we have got to say something as add-on thing. We are
Thank
proud
you.
to
Thank
say
you.
that we have got the UP government logo, where two fishes are always there. One arrow and bow is there. So it is a logo in each and every government paper. It is always there. Of course, when I was there in Himachal Pradesh, Paprola, there was a site or targeted place known as the Fish Bridge. मछली पुल था, और वहां से हम लोग स्पेशली टहल के फिश देखने जाते थे सितंबर अक्टूबर में, नीचे बिनवा नदी के पास से। बहुत ही मल्टी कलर्ड उनके विंग्स बहुत अच्छे लगते थे। और सबसे बड़ी चीज ये है कि हमारे इंडियन कल्चर में फिश हैज गॉट ए वेरी गुड साइन ऑफ फॉर्चून। तो ये एग्जाम्स में या जर्नी में जाने में आने में, मैरिजेस में, if one sees the fish, automatically that feels that it is a good sign, and we are going to get victory for whichever work we are going to out, or our paper will be good as far as the exams are concerned. So full water, bucket filled with water, curd, and the fishes. This has always been seen as a very good signs of fortune, along with Guru, Gita, Ved, Brahman, Guy, etc., etc. So that fish has got a wonderful place in our Indian culture and society. This one thing. So on contrary, it's a very good source of food, also containing a lot of favorable constituents of our food itself. So thank you so much for providing us great knowledge about the fishes. Of course, their life itself is very good, and after their life, it also very good for the person who is consuming it. So it's really a fine food of our Bengalis. So definitely they may inform me better, as you told everything. So thank you so much, and I think this is the right time when both of you completed our today's webinar. So I definitely fortunate enough to have your knowledge, and we are thankful for providing us good knowledge by Dr. Suparna Sanal Mukherjee ji, as well as Dr. Sakatwar Vasuji. Thank you so much. I think it's
Yeah,
our
we'll call
pleasure.
good night for today.
Good
Thank
night.
you so
Good
much.
night.
Shubh
Yeah, good
Ratri.
night. Shubh Ratri. Shubh Ratri.
Pawan ji, thoda so jaiye.
Professor Pawan Sharma ji, please call off our this webinar
Please
also.
go to sleep. You need rest.
He might be taking sleep. He might be.
Okay.
We have
Good
to.
night.
We have to give a phone call to call it off.
Okay. Good night.
Good night, sir. Good night.